It should come as no surprise that Mobile Suit Gundam made this month's list of giant robot history. Gundam is hands down one of the most recognizable franchises in all of Japan. I could spend months just talking about everything the series has to offer. Even if you haven't watched any of the shows, you've probably seen the model kits, the video games, or even the cosplayers. Gundam has one of the most jam-packed catalogs, dating back to 1979, and it's still going strong well into 2016 with shows like Iron-Blooded Orphans and Gundam Thunderbolt. What makes the Gundam franchise so great is that fans have so much to choose from. Do you like war stories? There's a Gundam for that. Do you like martial arts combat? There's a Gundam for that too. Do you like emotionless teenagers with guns? I'm just kidding, Gundam Wing's not that bad. Jokes aside, Gundam is an excellent introduction for anyone looking to get into the mecha genre. So, without further ado, let's jump into the show that started it all, Mobile Suit Gundam. In the Universal Century, year 0079, the Principality of Zeon has declared war on the Earth Federation, destroying countless lives in the process. In addition to using weapons of mass destruction, the Zeon have turned the tide of the war in their favor by deploying newly developed weapons called mobile suits. All seems lost for the Federation until a teenager by the name of Amuro Ray stumbles across the Federation's secret mobile suit known as Gundam. Constructed of lunar titanium alloy, or Gundarium, the Gundam has superior armor but also weighs less than its Zeon mobile suits. Day by day, it's a fight to survive as Amuro and the crew of White Base, a top-of-the-line military spaceship, push back against the Zeon invaders. Of course, there's more to Mobile Suit Gundam than a simple war story. We're also introduced to Char Aznable, a Zeon ace pilot who forms a rivalry with Amuro and the Gundam. The two quickly learn that they are part of an emerging stage of human evolution called new types. As new types, they gain psychic abilities that push their respective mobile suits to the limit. Supporting both Amuro and Char is a great cast of characters. For Amuro's side, we have the young but able-bodied crew of White Base, led by Captain Bright Noah. On the Zeon side, we have the valiant Ramba Ral, the Black Tri-Stars, and the ambitious Zabi family, who I swear reminds me of Bowser and his Koopalings. It probably has something to do with the hair color. Mobile Suit Gundam is responsible for a number of ongoing trends in giant robot entertainment. One of the most obvious of these trends is merchandising. When Gundam first aired in 1979, it barely lasted several weeks before being pulled off the air. However, the show's producers had made a deal with Japanese toy makers prior to the show's release. As a result, Gundam toys were selling like hotcakes, thus ultimately saving the show from total cancellation. Merchandise was further amplified when Bandai acquired the rights to build plastic models based on the Gundam series, thus sparking the Gunpla phenomena we know today. However, Gundam's true impact was its birth of the real robot genre. As I covered in my previous videos this month, super robots were all the rage prior to Gundam. Super robots were seemingly untouchable and often faced off against enemies like space aliens and giant monsters. In Gundam, the only enemy is your fellow human. Mobile suits are not super, and they often explode, killing their pilot in the process. The characters of Gundam are forced to face their own morality, causing them to fight even harder. Furthermore, Gundam humanizes its antagonists. Take Dozle Zabi, for example. His family is responsible for starting the war, but he's committed to saving his soldiers and family no matter what, even if it costs him his own life. Dozle is such a dedicated soldier that even Amuro is hesitant to kill him. Again, Gundam's realistic approach to the mecha genre has more than earned it a place in giant robot history. Throughout multiple timelines and multiple generations of fans, Gundam has managed to thrive, and let's hope it stays that way for years to come. Well, that's all the time I have for Gundam this month, but I guarantee I'll be covering it again in the future. I'll see you next week as Mecha History Month enters the 1980s.